Good morning. I hope you enjoyed our mini lesson, that we just did all together. Now we are going to sort squares and not squares on our own. I'm only going to do a few with you because you'll do it along in your notebook on a piece of paper or on printed pages. So in the first column, I'm going to draw a few squares because this column says squares and this one says not squares, just like we did together in our mini lesson a few minutes ago. I want you to think about exactly how we described a square. We said that it had four sides that were all the same size and four corners. Let's give it a try. Perfect. Now I want you to think of the ones that were really tricky. They had a square that looked to me like a diamond, but in math, we don't classify shapes as diamonds, even though it might be tilted a different way, as long as it has one, two, three, four sides that are equal and four corners. That means it's a square, even though it's just tilted a different way. I want you to now think about some of the other shapes that you know. Today, we learned about a shape that had more sides than a square. It had six sides. Can you remember its name? It's kind of a long one. A hexagon. That's right. Let's see if Miss G can draw a perfect hexagon. One, two, three, four, five, six. Not perfect, but it'll do. So that kind of has five squares. That's actually more of a pentagon, but we will get to that shape later on. I also know of a shape that has less sides than a square. It has three sides. Do you know what shape I'm talking about? That's right. Three sides means a triangle. One, two, three. Now I know there are plenty of more shapes that we can classify as not squares too. I'm going to let you do that on your own in your math pages. I cannot wait to see. Let's erase before we move on to our next page. Okay, perfect. Our next page is going to be our shape scavenger hunt. And just like we did with our circles yesterday and our squares in the mini lesson today, we're going to take our magic math fingers and go on a hunt for shapes that are squares. When we find them, place an X because X marks the spot. What about this shape? This shape here has one, two, three, four sides like a square. Oh, but you're right. It's not a square because not all of its sides are the same length. There are two super long ones and two super short sides. So this is not a square. We won't exit. We'll skip over it. That is a rectangle. How about here? Another green shape. Four equal sides with four corners. That's right. It's a square. X marks the spot. Now I want you to look here. This one, this yellow one that I'm drawing around right here, that's what a hexagon looks like. Miss G needs to practice, but that's okay. We're not going to X this one, but here, this is the one that tricked me the most. I thought, that doesn't look like a square, but if I really, really look closely with my math glasses, I see that it has one, two, three, four equal sides, four equal corners, and I remembered from our mini lesson that even though a shape might be tilted a different way, as long as it fits the properties of a square, we can still call it a square. So X marks the spot. I will let you finish the scavenger hunt on your own. I can't wait to see if you find all the squares. I bet you can. Next page before we move on. Perfect. We had Shape Man yesterday. This Shape Man is at my favorite place, at the beach. Today we are not looking for circles, we are looking for his body parts that are square. Right here, I see a square here on this arm. We'll color that in. I'll do my best. And I see another one on this arm. All right. I'm going to challenge you to find all of the squares on ShapeMan here. And as a bonus, once you find them all, you can count the total and rate the number on your page. Awesome job. Now, as another challenge, which I think you can all really handle because you are math rock stars, you're going to do this all on your own. You're going to find all the squares on this puppy, all by yourself. Then, as an extra, there are 1, 2, 3 questions. You will do the red apple number 1, yellow sun number 2, and green leaf number 3 as a spiral review. You will review how to count in a 10 frame and record your number, and you'll also be reviewing addition. Red apple number 1 is something that we are learning now. All you're going to do is find the square. Okay, I cannot wait to see all your independent practice. Have a beautiful time, and I will check back with you soon.